Oh no. Okay. My first. Okay. Yeah. All good Lord Jesus. I'm gonna figure this shit out, dudes. Okay. Maybe this. Maybe. I do not know. I really. I really don't. But I run it. Don't explode. Yes. change it when it's not 5. Kind of run it. You have to. Okay, so I'm using unit baseline, like the game that I play the most, or play the most, right? But I'm gonna kind of talk about the reason why I got this one, and more importantly, I regret getting this one. Or the reasons I shouldn't have got a Switch 2. But also, I'm gonna touch on a little bit of, like, maybe I'll pull up Mario Kart World later and explain why it is and isn't worth $80. I also did not pay $88. I got mine. Right, still not worth it. I don't think, but generally, we'll see. We're gonna talk about a lot today. I'm gonna be fairly uninformed. I'm gonna be ranting, live stream. And I will occasionally be trying to focus on gameplay. But these are my thoughts regarding why I acquired a Switch 2. And that includes why I regret it, why I don't regret it. I've been playing it for the past since I got it. Literally every day. I will not be. Sorry, I'm probably not gonna provide a recommendation as to whether or not you get a Switch 2. That's kind of on you, because I don't know your financials. I don't know how much you care about Nintendo games, but I will say. At the start, was it worth it? Probably. Respectfully, right? With all love in my heart for Nintendo and Nintendo games. And like I said, I've been playing it every single day. I've gotten my money's worth for sure. I will continue. But sorry. I'm exhausted. Anyway, all that said, I'm gonna jump to a game and start kind of watching. No one's watching, so no one really cares. I'm gonna end this hour max. I've been like testing it, playing with it to try to figure out, you know, how streaming work, getting this capture card not to be super fucking choppy. But guys, I'm trying my best, I promise. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I'm just trying my best. That's all I can. But so why the hell would I get a Switch 2 when the game I play on Switch is this game? Like it runs on Switch. Like most games, you know, it runs on Switch. To what extent does it run on Switch? Loading screens, awful, right? Sometimes it just doesn't run on Switch. It'll just crash. This game is optimized for iPhone. So it runs, well, not iPhone, cell phones. I'm so Apple pilled, it's crazy. is heavily optimized for cell phone, so it runs perfectly on cell phone. So why a Switch is weaker than your cell phone? Don't ask me. This is price, I guess. I really. One of these S1's got a Switch button. Anyway, I guess they're going up. I'm gonna go bottom. I don't really care. So, how has the Switch 2 been so far? Right. I will say I've played lots of fucking games on it. Lots. From Switch ports of regular Nintendo Switch ports of no, like Assassin's and to Rain, which runs pretty messily. Right. Once you get to that higher, like, right. I have played games like, for the Switch 2, I have played, Street Fighter 6, a lot of that. I love that game. I used to be a big Street Fighter, so I've been waiting for the company to for a while. So I'm not that like we should have something like that. That would have been good enough. Save my buddy. We saved our buddy. Like I would have been much happier had we gotten another something. Right? From Street Fighter, right? Because I guarantee you, Street Fighter 4 can run on this one. Street Fighter 4 probably could have ran on this bitch. Maybe very bad port of it, but you know, that's like a Sony exclusive type shit. That's type one. Get back up, back up. So, but Street Fighter 6 runs phenomenally, and it looks amazing. And I got to play with friends, and it's like, it's a good game. It's well optimized for the platform. And there's obviously a bunch of new players because it came out. It's one of the only launch titles right now. But on the other hand, there are a bunch of games that don't work for Switch 2 that worked on Switch, right? Obviously, we know that. I think that's, from what I'm told, that's due to Switch not being properly backwards compatible. Like, it runs a emulator of Switch. If I had my but I am pushing myself. But and I have a single stack and a double stack. All that to say, right? Games run phenomenally. Switch games run on here? Question mark? Right? I don't know how I say run. But it's not particularly amazing, right? They run on here. That's all you can ask for when it comes to any port that is optimized for the Switch. I will say everything did the Switch upgrade. I didn't have to think about the Switch upgrade on as far as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That automatically came through, but that game was less to begin with. It's the same exact game. Like I don't even think it's a real update, to be honest with you. Optimized it. Switch 2 to begin with. now it's actually working as they tested it. But that's my own little fan theory. I hate everything. However, guys, therefore, oh no, whatever shall I do? Oh my god, I can't even get my moves off. Jesus Christ, where's my game at, man? Anyway. This is why I don't play this game anymore. I literally do not play this game anymore because well, first of all, I didn't really have any time. Second of all, it just kind of got not fun anymore. Since people are so like this guy's over here, he stood on the pad for 30 seconds, let the fucking Sigilai score, and then left. Because that was the right answer. Go, bro. That whooped. Oh my god. I also haven't played this game in months, so I don't know what changes have been made, but god damn it, that was I should win that every time. I guess I'm not full back to Why did I use my potion? Anyways, everything is going really badly in this game. I'm gonna focus a little bit and then I'll continue to the conversation as far as why I gotta switch and my thoughts on it. But like even this game looks 10 times better, and it's right now I'm in 7. How to figure out fuck the settings, right? Ah! I wanted to hit him with that so bad. I got greedy because he fucking killed me with fucking bullshit, man. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, bruh. Thank you. Fucking burn in hell, you piece of shit. Sorry. That's why I don't play this game. Really, bruh? Oh, and now they're fucking up there just doing whatever the fuck. Are you kidding me, bruh? He has this exchange. That's the funny part. Oh no, I'm half my HP. Oh no, I had to dodge his thingy. Why did it do that? That was snapback. I swear to God. Oh my God. I'm gonna freaking kill somebody. That's why I don't play this game anymore. First of all, because I don't want to pay attention. They sue? Sus. Oh, what's sus? Okay, I can't even read the chat. So small on my little MacBook Pro screen. Now I got your ass. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been meaning to do that this whole game. That was making me so damn angry for no reason. You thought you were gonna win that? That's crazy that you thought you were gonna win that. That's so sad. You didn't get this thing. That's not. Ah! What the fuck do I even do there, man? I'm never playing this game. God. Holy shit. Lost. Okay. Whew. God dang it. Alright. So. Emoji cool button. That's my favorite fucking emoji. You know that. Oh man. Okay, so Jesus.
You lose.
My God, that was painful. I'm sorry. So first of all, let me apologize to you real quick, buddy. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I was not paying enough attention. That's my bad. So anyway, focus, focus, focus. That was painfully bad. First of all, oh my God, like holy crap. We're gonna play a game, but now I'm actually gonna focus on still play a brainless character. He's a little tough to try. I just want to hit buttons. Okay, excuse me. That was disgusting. So where was I? So the reasons why I think Switch 2 is and isn't worth it, right? So obviously, for me, it's worth it because I primarily play actually yeah, so I got the right. Cool. Anyway, shit. Why am I going center? God damn it. I gotta play Scyther. That does take brain. Okay. It's cool because I eat this team alive. If I don't suck. Okay, but I'm gonna have to lock in. I'm sorry. We're gonna talk about Switch 2 in 2 seconds. I gotta lock in for this game. I'm so sorry. Because it just went from 0 to 100. Because if I could have played Sizzler, turn my brain off, click the freaking bullet punch button. Fine. But yes, thank you. I know. The hypocrite. Yeah, I noticed. Thank you. I appreciate you. Letting everybody know. So, I can't even talk about it. Let me freaking lock in because I already fucking messed up so that things. Who am I hoping? I'm hoping bot lane have the attacker. They can defend top lane. My jungle location's already asked because I'm down there already. Razor. Oh yeah, I was waiting. Okay, cool. And he came down here too, so we're good to go there. Oh my God, I need to hell out of here. And they're doing fine top lane, thankfully. Nobody up there. Reach. Alive by this itty bitty mouse. Sorry, active. 100% everything on here. Except missing my moves completely. Oh my God. Turns out I'm bad at the game, guys. It's okay. Almost there. Okay. With enough time to make it to center for 8 o'clock. And there we go. How it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Except bottom lane, they are suffering. So, I gotta take care of this meow. Okay, never mind. The meow fucking disappeared as meows do. Gotta go top, guys. That might be bad. Got it now. There we go. I got it. Y'all need to back up. Back up, please. Get some health, please. Die for this. You die for this. Okay. Holy crap, guys. It's not going so well, especially since I didn't even pay attention to the fucking actual objective. Woo! Good job, team. Good job, me. Cool. Solid work. Top lane. This Decidueye is rightfully taking my jungle. Hopefully hear that. All you gotta do is secure that. Thank you. Good job. Now get the fuck out. These bees are even. Well, we call them bees because usually they're bees. They're not bees anymore. I died! Fuck! I wasn't paying any attention. Oh man, I'm so sorry, guys. It's probably not very fun to watch me just crash out every time. Probably not. No, I'm so sorry. How's my audio, by the way, if you're still here, buddy? That really hurt my feelings. Look at that. Are you my #1 chatter or just #1 supporter? I don't know how YouTube works like that. Probably not even. No more. Also, let me know how it looks because my bitrate is all messed up. Guys, I had to get. Well, that was my fault. Yeah, I shouldn't. Alright, my fault. Okay, let me focus up. This is a freaking. This guy? Are you serious? Stealing my farm and your freaking razor leaf Decidueye? Why? For what reason? I am impressed now that they got that freaking. Down. Three down. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Yes, we did our job, but we died for it. See? Yeah, that's what I say. Back up. Back up. Freaking listens to me. Go in, go in. We either recited Are You Nice, and they had all of theirs, and now our whole team died. Somebody hop, please, fast. Ass up there, please. For Christ's sake. Okay. Farm is kind of more important for me right now. Considering they just got a team. Bill. You're not here. Anyways, I almost used my fucking ult for that, which would have been so stupid, so absolutely dumb and bad. Okay, guys, back up. We need to attack wild Pokemon because there's so many on our side. It's ridiculous, and it's 3 minutes and you're all gonna get killed again. Like. You just need to regroup, guys. Well, it's your prerogative to keep fighting no matter what. See how this is not for us in any way. Just play the way that y'all are playing. Let's see how fast we can rip this. Come here. Can we rip this? We can rip this. We got time. We got plenty of time. There we go. Send that. Ignore it. Get the center fucking objective. Please. Ignore it, Decidui. Ignore it. Oh, Christ. We can dodge. And we have them all in one place. Ah! How did he kill me so fast? How long you are still here? Okay, I need you to tell me how my audio is and tell my screen is. It seems like I'm loud. That's all I needed. Guys, we need to get the center objective. I thought I killed like half their team, bro. Oh my god, get back up already. This is so bad. We just need this objective so bad. Decidui, your one whole thing is that you rip. Why aren't you ripping? Because we're fighting, I guess. Oh my god. Please just get it off and back. Okay, points everywhere. Just maybe if we just score enough, we'll be fine. We won't be fine. Looking for the points to score. Decidui. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's gonna be close, guys. Time's up. It's gonna be so close. Okay, so the game is too loud. Hades? Why Hades? You win! Is the new Hades out on here yet? I'm playing on a Switch too, obviously. Or you want me to play the old Hades? Because I do have the old Hades. But I kind of wanted to explore the things that this... You know? I don't know if I still have the old... Are you just self-plugging yourself now? Mindset TW on YouTube. They could just click your face, no? Is that not how that works? You don't have to say your... Yeah, I don't... I don't think it's on here either. But like I said, I can load up the old Hades. I wish it was on here. I think it's still in early access. I know it's coming. Because Hades is a lot easier to play. Mostly brain off, and I've been trying to make my point for a while. I'll report mindset. It wouldn't let you send your website. You don't have to plug in a stream that has only you in it, bro. And then one other person. That's crazy. He's alright. He's alright. You don't have to. Let me see. I have Hades. I do have the old Hades. So while that downloads, I'm going to pull up. Oh wait, did I win? We won. I won. Look at the freaking. I'm just saying, who did all the work other than? I mean, this is why I got a lot of damage, but god damn it, you should not be taking that much damage. Why ever, bro? Well, our defenders did a lot of work, good work. Except defenders, Lily stuff I'm calling. No, play. Like this Pokemon? You want me to play the new one? Scarlet? Because I'm sorry, I have Violet. I have both, but I have Violet downloaded. This is a good, perfect example. So, I'm gonna do this because, yeah, fuck it. That's perfect. It's perfect. I need to, I've been trying to team build in this game anyway, so. No, just whatever you was playing. This is better anyway. Just trust me. Hold on. Entertaining visually, but I'll figure that out. I'm gonna just farm for money anyway. NBA 2K? If I had somebody to play with, I would. But I do not, so. Plus, this is a good game for talking about exactly what I'm trying to talk about. So, why did I get the Switch? Because I wanted to, at the end of the day. I didn't have a good reason. I told myself over and over again that I did not want to get it. I did not want to support Nintendo in their endeavor to be the worst, most shit annoying company of all time. Respectfully. I can't keep saying stuff like that though. I'm gonna cut that at that. I didn't want to support Nintendo because for a multitude of reasons, but primarily I was already mad because it had felt to me at the moment when I got a couple days before I got my Switch 2, my Nintendo Switch regular stopped working. It would connect to the internet, but every time it tried to connect to any kind of server, it just whole gave up. Who are we mad at? Why are we spamming mad emojis? Who are we mad at? Are we mad at me? Did I do something wrong? Okay, I hope whatever that one link that I can see in Tiny Chat, that what's it called? Blocked by stream. So I don't know if you guys see that comment right there, but I don't see it. Got to comment more. Anyway, me. Why are we mad at me for not playing 2K? Are you also mad at me, or were you just following suit? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let me just go grind money, because that provides a pretty fine visual. I can't do what I want to do. I will leave you in the party. I'll leave you two in the party because I need anyway for experience. So this game is a perfect example of the difference between Switch and Switch, because this loading screen on Switch could take up to a minute straight up, and I didn't even get to finish my sentence before it loaded on Switch 2, right? And like I said, I have a theory that this game was just made for Switch 2 and not Switch ever, and that's why, part of the reason why it was just so bad. Y'all can't be beefing in my comments, bro. It's not okay. Stop. Be cordial. Stop starting fights. But anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so this game is a perfect reason why Switch 2 and Switch have, well, it's a perfect example of the problems between Switch and Switch 2, right? It should not have ever been the case that it came out the way it did, right? Never in a million years. I'm gonna turn the volume down on the game. It's a little more. Let me know if that still sounds alright. But love Daft Punk. That's the most random shit I've ever heard in my life. Switch 2 is more powerful. Everything looks better. Even the old games, right? What the fuck is happening with it? See, that's not something I would have been able to even, right? I want one to play Donkey Kong. Yeah, so Donkey Kong is definitely one that I want to play so bad. It just looks so good, and I didn't play Odyssey until probably 2022 that I played it for the first time, and I played it all the way through like one weekend, and it's pretty good. But maybe it's just old now, but I don't get the absolute hype, but I can see it now that I'm looking at Donkey Kong and the way it's coming, right? I didn't get any items. How did that not kill? And oh man, I was supposed to just click the button and win, and oh man, I guess it's not very effective. I should have. Oh man. Been paying more attention, guys, already. I'm just gonna say though, I really do not give a crap. Year 4 Luffy as a monkey. You're so right, actually. 100% valid. Did you see the direct about it, by the way? I'm just because he can like change forms and shit, and that shit is crazy. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh man, I'm gonna lose, guys. But all that to say, right? This game is a good example of the differences, most noticeably like this, right? Differences between Switch 1 and Switch 2, right? Switch 1 can't run anything. Trying to play 2-player Minecraft split screen on Switch 1 was impossible. Trying to play Minecraft on its own on Switch 1 was borderline unplayable. And it's Minecraft, man. You can play that on a brick nowadays, right? So then for this game to come out, not be optimized at all for Switch, it's almost so obnoxiously obvious that it is, right? Them just to be like, yeah, this is what you're gonna get. Sucks to suck, you know? Is so unbelievably just disrespectful to fans of your game, right? Fans of all your games. But, you know, then you look at the sales numbers for this game, and you're like, yeah, makes sense. You could play a Minecraft on a freaking fridge. You're so right. Exactly. That's my freaking point. So the fact that you couldn't play it on a Nintendo Switch just makes sense at this point. Nintendo Switch was like old, not very high quality for when it came out in 2017, 2016 about. This is like the upgrade between, if you even think about it, just makes sense. Because it's, first of all, it's just been that long, right? That if the upgrade wasn't substantial enough, it'd be like depressing. But people are calling this like a portable PS4 Pro, which, you know, the PS4 came out, I think. Hey Siri, when did the PS4 come out? In 2013, the PS4 came out. And then this thing it's barely capable. Well, it's pretty much capable of doing games about that well, right? Freak out. Freak out. Ooh. But so this game is comparable to that about the PS4, which again came out in 2013, right? But people are already saying, we're already saying for a while that PS4 versus PS. Oh my God, I'm gonna. I can't believe I went to like that. He said, "Who asked?" I swear to God, you entered the stream to hear me talk about this shit. I don't know which one from, but you go away. So Switch 2 is essentially a slightly better than a PS4 probably, which came out in 2013, right? But people were already saying that the PS5 wasn't that much of an upgrade, right? Outside of maybe like ray tracing, right? Ray tracing is probably the big noticeable thing. I don't know if PS4, right? But also the PS5 like price point was just not worth the quote unquote upgrade. PS4 was already just pretty good, right? You could definitely live with it. As if you're a console gamer, you're gonna get a PS4 before you, because if you upgrade to a PS5 at a certain point, it's for the quote unquote exclusive games, which aren't even exclusive anymore, and you might as well get a decent PC, right? Versus, I want to play Little Big Planet. You can play Little Big Planet. I'm pretty sure you can play Little Big Planet now on Steam. I don't know. Most games you can play on Steam. Which you might as well get a PC because it's the difference between a PS4, PS5 Pro is what they're on, and it's like $700. You might as well just spend the $1,000 and get a decent pre-built PC and a run game better and more games, right? I want a Steam Deck. I already got an X. Steam Deck, I've heard are pretty good, but theoretically they'll come out with a new one now that the Switch 2 is better competition. And I don't know how expensive Stream Decks are, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty expensive. But yeah, that would fill the Switch scratch. That would scratch the itch for a Switch, right? But at the same time, not really, because a Switch is also, it's not gonna, well, you have to go through slightly dubious means to play the Nintendo games, right? To play the new, like, it's gonna be a while if you get a Stream Deck before you can play new Donkey Kong. It can be upgraded and such, which is good. Right, that's true. So it is a lot more customizable, like a PC, right? So if you want to invest in that, yeah, go for it. That's fucking awesome. This is still budget compared to that, right? Technically, barely, but technically, right? And on top of that, like I said, no access to the, well, it's gonna be a while before you get access to any games that are exclusive to Nintendo Switch, right? Costs the same. Yeah, exactly. So it costs the same as a PC, and at that point, I'm pretty sure there's ways you can stream your PC to like your phone and get like a fucking controller thing for that, and then at the same time, I'm just saying. But that is also, streaming as a whole, streaming games that you play is a whole other like issue. But the Stream Deck is definitely a worthwhile purchase, right? Yeah, I use my phone and a controller and it works, right? But I imagine playing like first-person shooters online is a lot harder to do that, right? Oh yeah, no, I know. A Stream Deck obviously is what I'm saying. A Stream Deck will play the games natively, right? Which is a whole lot better. Huh? Okay, don't load. I was like, download or don't. Yeah. Like I said, you can play the games natively. on a Stream Deck. So a Stream Deck is a worthwhile purchase for sure. Obviously, I don't have one, and I've never had one because I'm not that. I'm a casual gamer, and for casual gamers, like most. So here's the thing: everybody has a PS4. Who has a PS4 has a PS4. Everybody who has an Xbox has an Xbox. Everybody who has a PS4, an Xbox, or a PC, they all have a Nintendo Switch. Almost all of them have a Nintendo Switch. Because it just is a different market almost entirely. So, at the end of the day, even the Stream Deck doesn't necessarily compete in the exact same market because it's more casual. It's the same as essentially like the Wii. Everybody had a Wii, right? It's the same story. Nobody had a Wii U. But see, I'm not that much of a Nintendo fan. I never had a Wii U. Yeah, we already talked. Stream Deck is done. Yes, Steam Deck, sorry. But anyway, the other problem, the other barrier to entry on as far as a Stream Deck goes is a Wii U. I do want a Wii U nowadays. Nowadays, a Wii U is like a classic console, just because the games it had and such a different little retro. It feels retro. Just by. Not really, like obviously it's not real retro. But we could talk about what is and isn't retro. Whatever, right? Hey Siri, when did this Wii U come out? It's working. Siri sucks. 2012. The Wii U came out in 2012, right? That's over 10 years ago. That's 13 years ago. So, at this point, yeah, it's kind of, some games are selling for a lot. Yeah, so retro gaming is getting more and more expensive. We're realizing that it's the better alternative to modern gaming when my Nintendo Switch says they can brick my system at any point for any reason, and not tell me why, and then I can't. I have no say. I can't bring them to court or anything like that. So, right. So that's why retro gaming is better. Speaking of retro gaming, part of me trying to avoid getting the Switch 2, which clearly I failed epically. I acquired a. Where's Anyway, Switch. What was I saying? Totally lost my thought. My train of thought. Shit, dude. We were talking about Stream Deck. I was saying that's a worthwhile purchase, which is a different market almost. Something about Obama, I think. Absolutely not. That is not what I was saying. We don't talk about politics on reselling. I recall now. I recall. Yeah. So, retro. Playing retro games, like just the library of retro gaming devices is just so much better when, like I said, they said in the terms of agreements, I don't technically own my Switch. They own my Switch, and I'm just licensing it from them for $500. Is ridiculous, right? That's a ridiculous statement, right? And I don't own any of my games. They can brick my system at any point, no reason at all. And if they did it wrongly, I cannot do anything. There's nothing I can do about it, right? That's essentially part of the terms of agreement, which is completely unfair. And like, I think you can definitely take them to court for that contract-wise, because it's there was a recent thing in court that's that sounds like but flaw of the digital. Yes, that's a huge flaw of the digital age, and yeah, it's so sad. There's this one thing that's been trending in the news cycle recently about preserving games, and I think that's really like that's the shining like beacon of like, oh, this exemplifies why the digital age kind of sucks. We don't own shit. We're not allowed to own shit. Everything's a subscription, and you can lose it at any time. Right? It can just be taken away by Big Daddy Billionaire number 5. Right? All that said, this is why retro gaming is the way to go. But it's also becoming more and more, and it's only gonna get more expensive. Like, I'm sorry. And it's only gonna get more and more expensive simply for the fact that people are realizing that you can get I just bought the other day a Nintendo 3DS LL. That's the new Nintendo 3DS LL. We're not gonna talk about the naming schemes of Nintendo system, especially at that time. They called it the Wii. We already know that failed. For that reason, basically. But, I cannot follow a thought through for nothing. I bought a new Nintendo 3DS LL, which is Japanese model, because they're a little cheaper. I don't know why. Maybe more sold. I doubt that, but Japanese model is cheaper, and so I got that. I jailbroke it. Oh, don't tell Nintendo. No, but only to play games that I already own. Right. Right, so I can play literally any game from the literally the Game Boy up to the 3DS, the new 3DS, right? On my Nintendo. Please God, don't tell me you actually did that. Oh shit, I died. I don't know if these guys can handle this. But oh shit, these guys cannot handle this. So I got a Nintendo 3 LL. I got a bunch of good games. Shit. Why did I just let him die? Anyway. Point being, that shit was so worth it. I love that thing. And I still play that every single day, even since I got this. Just because all of those games are classics, right? You can play Lego Battles in DS. I don't know. Oh, Lego Battles, is that a game? I can play that if I want on my DS, right? I can play any game, right? Literally from the Game Boy all the way through to the 3DS, which that library is like tens of thousands of games. Granted, if I own them, or had owned them at any point, right? That said, that most worthwhile purchase was half the price, and I can still get it I can get a capture card installed in that thing for the price altogether between the purchase of the device, because modding is free if you just get up on YouTube. And then like adding a capture card to it is another $100 about. All of that is like under $400 total still, because the device I paid $100 for essentially, right? Or I could get a Nintendo Switch 2 and not own anything, right? No, you are the same person. Go away. We're not talking about. I cannot believe you right now. Point being, retro gaming is what I suggest for anybody. If you don't have the pocket change to sell out for a Switch, right? I was lucky enough that I could buy it at my local store where I have a credit card with that particular. I could just put it on there, and that card was about to go delinquent anyway, so I needed to use. I don't have to pay it off for a while, but I already paid it off because I could have bought it in cash. If you can buy it in cash, go ahead. Go fucking do what you want to do, right? With savings, obviously. Right. Do what you want to do if you got the money. Of course. However, for a lot less money, you can play a lot more games that you will actually own. That's all I'm saying about that. Granted, a lot of those games are hard to play like online modes anymore, and that's, I think, stop killing games. That's the initiative. That's the point of that initiative. Allow, or help, even set up the, in a way, the infrastructure in a way that we can at least, as fans, keep the game alive later, right? People have done that with, a lot of those old games on at least 3DS wise, right? Because there is a service, I'm not gonna name any name, that you can use to get online, and even there's just some like DNS that you can put in to get access to servers where you can still play some of your favorite old, right? Servers run by fans who love these games and want to keep them alive, right? So that, I think, is a super important thing. And pretty cool that it can exist, but also very sad that as we get deeper and deeper into this digital age, we own less, right? And we're taking advantage of a whole lot more, right? So all of that is just to say, like, I would not recommend you get a Switch 2 unless you really, really want one, and you can't live without it, and you have the cash, right? Shell out for it. I will say it is a worthwhile purchase. There's not going to be anything really like it. There's not going to be anything that can play the games as easily and as accessibly as it will, right? Is it worth it? It's a different question, right? Fundamentally different question. But, well, I mean, so it is worth it, right? For what you're getting, it is worth it for certain people, right? Who are gonna want it, right? Every situation's a little different. But hopefully I don't lose. Oh shit, I lost. But those are my, like, general thoughts. Damn it, fucking hell, man. I cannot believe I lost that. Yeah, bro. Whatever. Okay, gee, nice. Okay. Prefer flash. Probably do. For grind. Okay, fine. This is not the nearest Pokemon Center. It's the last Pokemon. Anyway. So yeah, this game barely runs on Switch. Barely. It was obviously not made, right? Like, even here, it has so many issues. It's almost even more abundantly clear. Like, look at that hall thing up there. That looks so bad. Looking inside the building, like, why would you make a giant window I can look into just to see whatever the heck is going on in there? It looks bad. I think I. Yeah, that's. Anyway. I'm not talking about Obama. Ever. This is not the place for that. But it is a funny comment. So. If you want to play the most games, the most easily way. If you want to play more games in the most accessible manner, where you will own your system and own your play retro game. Support retro games. Support your retro folks who are working to get the servers up for those. Because the infrastructure was not there. And they still went out of their way to be able to support and play those games to this day, right? So, support the people who bust their butt for that, right? Support the people who bust their butt for that, right? Don't let these companies continue, like, I don't want to be licensed my game. I just want to own my games. That'd be nice if I could just play the games, especially since most of the games I play are single player offline games, right? So the fact that one day the servers might not be supported for me to just open my game on a Nintendo Switch, because for some reason sometimes you have to connect to the internet to open games, right? That's depressing. Like, I will just not have access to any of those games anymore. And on top of that, like, the Nintendo Switch Online, having to do that to play old classic games, like, I want to play Strikers so bad, but I do not want to upgrade my online subscription. I'm not doing that, because first of all, the upgrade is nonsensical in the price difference for what you're getting. You're literally just getting more retro games that no one plays because the emulators are, like, terrible. They're so bad. But all that to say, like, is it worth it if I'm not gonna own my games? Even play the brand new game? Probably not, unless you can afford to shell out. Did I do that? Yes. I love Nintendo games. I wanted to play Minecraft with my family, right? And like I said, that barely runs on. That's what I had. That's all I had. It's still, for some reason, the budget system. Especially after people start raising prices, especially raising prices, quote unquote, inflation, right? And everybody calls it. Okay, so now I'm getting into a little political stuff. Oops. So everybody calls it as if inflation, but at the same time they're making record profits, like margins, record profit margins. See, this is why this game is still Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We just clip through the floor. That's the perfect example. If you wanna, please clip that instead of me saying crazy stuff. It's still the same game with the same issues, with a lot of the same, but it won't just crash. The loading times are manageable. Shiny hunters have loved. A lot of folks are calling it the what's it called, upgrade? Are calling it a $500 DLC, and that's true. That makes the game. It's like a $500 update that makes the game work. Even if it still works a little odd. So sometimes it's still poor, you know. That is just what you're dealing with when oh, I should have. Oh. Oh no, I could have. Oh no, I shouldn't. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh, it did. Hi. Anyway, this game looks a billion times better. Runs a billion times better. Still Scarlet and Violet has some of the like clipping acts that way. Like I said, that's essentially the difference. Games run better, look better. Switch games, most Switch games look better, run better, are better on Switch. However, there are just way too many caveats. The list of obnoxious caveats that is almost never ending. So, it's a disappointingly worth it purchase. And that's my thoughts and feelings. Why I gotta switch. So that's kind of all I had to say. So unless chat has some more to add, I'll give it up to you guys. I don't know if anybody's even, but I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I had to say on the matter. Switch 2 is only worth it if you really think it's going to be worth it. And that's something for you to decide that'll work for you. I appreciate you guys hanging out. How to play when you see. That'll be the